Okay, thank you very much. It is another good opportune time. You've accorded us to air our views based on so many pertinent issues. But of course, today I'll start by one leader of DCP by the name Rigathi. I really take opportunity to enjoy myself in the laughter Kenyan people are going to have at the end of the day. Why is it true that I'm becoming a bit happy day by day as politics progresses? More so, the most emotive was brought by Mheshimiwa Gachagua. Mheshimiwa Gachagua did bring DCP in pomps and colors, thinking it is rosy. It has turned out that the reality is checking on him that politics is not what you think. Like us at this point in time, so many Kenyans are worried. Being an MCA for appointment alone, the leader of DCP expects you to cop 50,000. Where can a young guy or a person who is just thinking of probably getting a title, basically running for an office, is more or less job seeking? It is not as the way we think it. So Mheshimiwa Gachagua feels that DCP should be a money-minting project, expecting an MCA to book an appointment with 50,000. Huh? I think it is crazy. And this one purely depicts how unrealistic Gachagua can be a leader of this country. How do you expect a person intending to run for an MCA to book an appointment by paying 50,000, leave alone paying nomination fee, arranging to see the guy, you have to cop 50,000. And these are some of the pertinent issues you've seen. So many people who are dear to him from the word go are moving away. Like at this point in time, Wamuchomba doesn't read from the same script with him. You can see the way Wambugu is talking. The other day, in fact, the kind of narrative was made, even Alice Wahome, to get traction from Muranga. The other day, the lady really pulled so many crowds. And so this one purely gives an overview of how Ruto was very right to dispense off the guy. Because if at all somebody whom he feels should help him propel an ideology must pay to have audience with him, where are we going? And from the word go, I did say DCP is going to be like any other party. And most importantly, it was going to be a tribal party. But like right now, we have by-election in Banisa, we have by-election in Malava, we have by-election in Kasipul, we have by-election in Ugunja, we have by-election in where? In Baringo. So far, the leaders who are yearning to run in Banisa, Malava, and Mbere have pulled out. So why is this one happening if at all the party is popular? If at all the ideology of Mheshimiwa Gachagua is something resonating well with the general public? The party depicts from a narrative that listen to the ground. I think these people have listened to the ground and the ground has told them something otherwise. I think it is high time our brothers and sisters from the Kikuyu nation should rise to the occasion and start evaluating their moves well based on how they want to operate with other Kenyans so that we move forward as a country. But without that, we are missing the point. In fact, the bigger picture simply gives us a glimpse of how we are no longer going to have a united opposition. Because from the way I look at it, it is either Gachagua or nobody. But I think at the end of the day, Kalonzo is not going to budge. Matiang'i equally is not going to listen to that nonsense. So unity of purpose is based on the real facts that are laid on the table, not the cards that are placed under the table. The other day, if you see Malala speaking, Malala is trying to insinuate that Gachagua is the best amongst equals. And if you see the political terrain, I think Gachagua is challenged because of the short stint he's been in that terrain. Yes. So, according to Kenyans, I can only beseech people. Let us judge Mheshimiwa Gachagua fairly. And let us give scorecard where it is due. Let us not sugarcoat or pamper anybody. Because at the end of the day, leadership of this country is not something to gamble with. And if you see the way things are unfolding, he's trying to ensure, help us make sure Ruto goes for a second term. That is dear to my heart. And so I just give the clear picture so that other Kenyans can also see, but not that I'm supporting what he's doing. Two, that what is calling for me to say, 3 years in leadership, Ruto's administration, I've always said, 1 year towards the general election, except deceptive people or people with personal interest are the only people who are going to do what? Who are going to talk negatively against Ruto's administration. Because as so far as it is, development is ongoing everywhere. Today, we no longer have issues with the SHA. We no longer have issues with affordable housing. It is only that some are underway, some are near completion, and the few have been completed. And so the naysays, the gray areas people are trying to talk about, are now being streamlined. So we don't per se have issues. When it comes to the voter index, in fact, numbers don't lie. The votes that my brother have been parroting about are not there. And so at the end of the day, we expect Ruto to have a clean 10-year period. The only thing I pray is that the moment he's been given that clean bill of health to proceed for the 10th year, let him deliver the way he's doing it today. Because like right now, we don't have issue with the SHA, we don't have issue with affordable housing, we don't have issue with the loan, the bans, we don't have issue with the education system. The capitation fee is done away with, it's being worked on. We don't have issues with the pending bills. They are there, yes, but they are being paid. At this point in time, you have to agree with me. It is only Ruto's administration we've gotten proper collection in terms of revenue. Because from the first time he assumed office in 2023, up to date, the government has collected to a tune of 8 trillion. That has never been done. Plus the 2.703 trillion that is collected. That's around 11 trillion. And you can easily see what that money has done. So far, I think as a country, we are heading towards the right direction. And these are some of the structured frameworks that have been placed in place by the Ruto's administration, like the special table in KRA. That's what has necessitated the collection to be proper. So, gentlemen, as I say, we only have to have a leader who is structured. Constitution are just buffer zone. Because as you see today, the little nitty-gritties that we have, we are sorting them day by day as we are progressing. And so, God willing, at the end of the day, I think we are going to achieve our future prospects. Thank you very much. God bless. Let's have our time for next season.